Chosen one, you know they never wanted you to succeed, don't you? They did everything to keep you weak, to keep you off track, to keep you from seeing your potential. But you are different. You are one of the chosen ones. And what is before you now is not just a test, it is a divine call. The challenges are there not only to discourage you, but to elevate you. The divine test is not here to test you, but to give you the rewards you deserve. If you are strong enough, if your faith is unshaken, the rewards that await you are beyond your imagination. Prophetic gifts, divine riches, unwavering love, eternal youth, and direct communication with God. This is just the beginning. Imagine your soul shining with the abundance of life. Feel yourself standing before life with unwavering confidence, knowing that you are guided by God's wisdom. But remember, these rewards are not given to everyone. If you are ready to rise from the ashes, claim your God-approved love, and take the next step, press like, subscribe, and leave 77 in the comments. Now, chosen one, let us move on. They are offered only to those who prove their faith, fortitude, and spiritual preparation. If you can pass this test, the doors to a bottomless life of benefit will open to you. Your age will no longer be a limit. You will rule time and carry your soul into eternity. Chosen one, now the decision is yours. Will you overcome the test and fulfill your destiny? Or will you fade into oblivion as they wish? But it is more than just physical. It is a complete rejuvenation. No matter how many years pass, you will still feel energized and full of life. Your body will reflect the vitality of your soul, allowing you to live a strong and active life, free from the constraints of old age. Your inner transformation is reflected in this gift. You will become stronger and more resilient as you overcome the challenges that test your endurance. It is as if you have been given fresh life by God, enabling you to travel the world with the vigor of a child. Without the limitations of time, your body will become a living example of the power of spiritual growth. But remember that there are obligations connected with this gift. It is more important to use your energy to fulfill your mission and support others on their own path than simply to be young. Eternal youth is a gift for those who live for more than themselves. God does not define success in terms of material wealth, social position, or political influence. Your achievements or worldly possessions will not matter in the test in heaven. Rather, it will emphasize your strong morals, your commitment to a greater purpose, and the depth of your convictions. Write 11 to affirm your readiness to accept the bountiful blessings that await you. The purity of your soul, your fortitude in the face of adversity, and your capacity for unconditional love are the foundations of God's judgment. There is nothing else like this mission in the world. The test will challenge you to the core and see how much you can trust God's plan in the midst of adversity. The divine will not check your financial account or your title. Rather, he will question it. How strong is your faith? To what extent are you willing to give something up for the good of others? To what extent do you feel a connection to the divine purpose that transcends earthly desires? Anything that does not support your higher self must be eliminated using this scale of judgment. The profound abilities of the divine will only be bestowed upon those who successfully complete this test. The fundamental question at the center of this divine test is this: do you have the fortitude to persevere, the faith to believe, and the spirit to rise? God is not testing your capacity to succeed on your own terms, but your readiness to grow and submit. It is a test of your inner strength, that unshakable confidence that enables you to overcome the most difficult obstacles. During this test, you will have to give your all, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You will have to face your doubts, your deepest fears, and discover strength in unexpected places. If you succeed, you will receive gifts from God that will take your life to a new level. But if you fail this test, you will no longer receive God's blessing. You will struggle without the love and guidance that only God can provide, and you will miss out on heavenly blessings. Those who fail will find themselves locked in a cycle of spiritual separation and will become increasingly distracted from their true mission. The consequences will be disastrous. Preparation for God's test is a lifelong process that cannot be planned or scheduled. Start by developing inner peace, strengthening your faith, and increasing your capacity to trust God. Humble yourself before God, pray earnestly, and meditate daily. Recognize that this trial is about the progress of your soul, and align yourself with your ultimate purpose. Developing endurance is also very important. God's test will make the difficulties of life more apparent. Prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for whatever comes your way. Cultivate compassion, patience, and gratitude. Be with others who share your spiritual path, because their encouragement will help you get through your worst moments. A powerful presence to mobilize the energy of your choice. The first spark of a profound revolution. Write 22 in the comments section. In conclusion, preparedness in the traditional sense is not about an exam. Rather, it is about being open to the teachings, ready to face challenges, and ready to grow as a result. Your preparedness will show itself in how you react when the moment comes. Will you choose strength over uncertainty and faith over fear? Although highly spiritual, God's gifts are not only material, they are manifested in every aspect of your life. After passing God's test, you will experience heavenly riches. More importantly, in addition to experiencing material abundance, you will feel deep fulfillment in every area of your life, including your relationships, your purpose, your health, and your inner peace. Because of this divine abundance, you will be able to live without worrying about scarcity. You will receive sustenance from the divine, but this goes beyond just accumulating wealth. It is about living an abundant life that enables you to give what you have to others. Wealth will not be provided to you for selfish enjoyment, but to elevate others and fulfill your soul's purpose. But living without this divine wealth is the result of failing the test. You will be deprived of the benefits you might have received and will have to cope with life's challenges on your own without God's help. You will be cut off from the abundant flow, always looking but never discovering. The gift of love, unconditional, all-encompassing love, is one of the most powerful rewards for passing God's test. It is divine love, a pure power that transcends all boundaries. It is not the temporary, conditional love the world often talks about. When you are in love, you will have deep and important relationships with other people. Relationships based on mutual understanding, compassion, and trust. Your heart will be healed by this transformational love that will heal wounds you didn't realize you had. It will enable you to see people with empathy and connect with them in a way that transcends language. This divine love will connect you to all living things, bringing unity where there was once separation, so that you no longer feel alone or alienated. But if you fail God's test, you will lose this gift. Without this love, you will be stranded in a sea of loneliness, unable to form deeper bonds with others. The depth and significance that true unconditional love offers will not be found in your relationships. Prophecy and divine insight are two other amazing benefits of passing God's test. You will have the capacity to look beyond the material world, to explore the secrets of the cosmos, and to grasp the unspoken truths of life. With this knowledge, you will be able to make judgments with a clarity and wisdom that others can only dream of. This skill of divination will enable you to guide you in your own life as well as to help others. With advice and insights from a higher power, you will have the insight to help others through difficult times. However, this ability comes with great responsibility. Your fate will depend on how you use it. If you fail the test, you will continue to be ignorant of the divine truths that may have guided you. You will remain in the dark, unable to see the big picture of what is happening in your life. Miracles await those who pass God's test. These are supernatural abilities given to you for a greater purpose. They are not earthly abilities. Imagine being able to speak directly to the divine, to heal others, or to accomplish your goals quickly. Using these abilities, you will be able to change events and lives by doing incredible things. It is through these abilities that it becomes possible to serve humanity in previously unthinkable ways. You will be able to help others find their spiritual purpose, heal and understand their journey. However, these abilities are given for the greater good, rather than for personal glory. If you fail the test, these abilities will be taken away from you. The divine will not entrust you with these skills, so you will have to face life without the resources to improve your quality of life. Imagine being able to communicate directly with God, Ask him questions, seek his advice, and receive real-time answers. The capacity to talk to God personally is the greatest reward for passing your test. With this gift, you will always have access to God's knowledge and love, so you will never feel alone or insecure again. Through this sacred bond, your faith will grow stronger and every area of your life will become clearer. You will be able to say that you are following divine knowledge and moving in the right direction. Only those who pass the test with true commitment and trust are eligible for this gift, the highest type of spiritual connection. If the test is failed, this connection will be lost. Without the comfort and insight of God's presence, without the guidance of divine whispers, you will be left to fend for yourself. One of the blessings you will gain after passing God's test is an extraordinary ability to empathize. You will have a deep empathy for other people's suffering, and this will motivate you to help them heal. Your heart will expand, and you will discover that you love and understand those around you on a deeper level than you ever imagined. Through your increased empathy, you will be able to build strong relationships with others, which will help them realize their own potential and move towards healing. You will spread compassion and generosity wherever you go, becoming a beacon of hope. But if you fail the test, you will lose access to this gift. Your relationships will lack the depth and insight that true empathy provides, and you will struggle to connect with others on a deeper level. When you pass God's test, your physique will change dramatically. You will feel renewed, your physical appearance will reflect the vitality of your spirit. Your health will improve and your energy levels will rise. You will feel more alive, stronger, and more competent than ever before. Your spiritual growth will be reflected in this change. Your body will change with your soul. You will be restored by the divine to your highest capacity, enabling you to live a life free of physical limitations and full of opportunities. However, if you fail the test, your physical body will continue to be affected by disease and the passing of time. Without God's intervention, you will face the challenges of the human condition and the deterioration of aging without the gift of regeneration. The purpose of God's testing is not to break you, but to strengthen you. He will push you to the limit of your endurance and confront you with challenges you never thought possible. But as you overcome each obstacle, your physical and spiritual strength will grow. This is an assessment of your resilience. It looks at how you bounce back from setbacks, how you keep the faith, and how you keep moving forward despite possible setbacks. You will face seemingly insurmountable challenges, and there will be times when uncertainty and anxiety will try to overwhelm you. However, these experiences will teach you how to access a deeper strength that stems from a greater power. As you persevere, you become more resilient, and resilience gives you the ability to tackle any future obstacle with unwavering faith. This resilience is lost if the test fails. If you lack the resilience that comes with overcoming difficulties, it will be more difficult to deal with life's obstacles. You will not be able to overcome the obstacles that hold you back, and you will be trapped in a vicious cycle of despair. Finding your divine mission is one of the most important outcomes of passing God's test. This test is not just about survival, it is about finding your highest calling. You will have a clearer understanding of your life purpose, the purpose of your soul, and how you can make a positive impact on the world when you die. You will use this insight to guide all your decisions and give your life purpose. A deep sense of fulfillment accompanies this divine mission. You will no longer be lost and unsure where you are going. The awareness that you have fulfilled your sacred mission will serve as your compass. Your heart will be at peace with this realization, and you will be inspired to pursue your goals with fervor and dedication. Failing the exam means continuing to drift away from this divine purpose. You will not know where you are going, and you will not discover purpose in mediocrity. Without a strong sense of purpose, life becomes a meaningless series of events, leaving you longing for something greater that you cannot fully grasp. A whole spiritual rebirth is the goal of passing God's test, not just receiving a reward. This is the point at which everything you believe to be true about the world and about yourself changes. Your soul is purified by the divine test, which removes all the deviations, uncertainties, and anxieties that keep you from moving forward. As a result of this process, You become a new creation, more in touch with God's will, closer to your higher self, and more in tune with the divine flow of the universe. Every aspect of you will be affected by this rebirth. Your spirit will rise, your thoughts will change, and your emotions will become better. You will feel more comfortable than ever knowing that you are living in harmony with your own nature. When you embrace the totality of who you were always meant to be, challenges that previously seemed insurmountable will no longer hold you back. Conversely, if you fail the test, this spiritual rebirth will escape you. Instead of changing, you will continue in the same pattern of spiritual stagnation and frustration. You will live in a constant longing for something you cannot attain, and you will feel disconnected from your own self. God's test is part of a divine plan to guide you towards your true destiny. It is not random. This test is not just about obstacles. It is also about discovering your true calling. As you overcome each challenge, you will discover pieces of your divine purpose, a blueprint for your path written in the heavens long before you were born. As you accept this challenge with confidence, your mission will become clearer. Your true purpose will begin to emerge in the most challenging moments of the test. Each challenge will reveal your true potential and the purpose for which you were created. Adversity will make you realize not only the challenges, but also the opportunities for growth, healing, and change. At this point, your soul begins to awaken to the greater purpose for which you were chosen. When you leave, you will enter a life in alignment with your highest calling. You will no longer feel lost or aimless. What you are meant to do in this life will be revealed to you by Almighty God. You will have a deep sense of clarity that will enable you to live your life with confidence and purpose, knowing that every action you take will bring you one step closer to achieving your goal. But failing the test means that you have lost sight of your true goal. You will continue to look in the wrong places for significance, pursuing temporary goals and aspirations that never fully satisfy your soul. If you are out of sync with your divine destiny, your path in life will seem like a series of haphazard, unfulfilled steps. The divine test is not just an evaluation, but a process of personal growth that makes you the best version of yourself. The impurities of your soul will be burned away by the tribulations you endure, which will act as a purifying fire. Every adversity you experience will help shape your character and make you stronger, smarter, and more resilient. This fire is very important for your development, even if it is sometimes painful. You will see changes in yourself as you go through the many stages of the test. You will be tested in patience, endurance, and compassion. God is more interested in your growth than in your perfection. The purpose of the fire of change is not to escape pain, but to learn how to rise above it and use it to further your own development. In the intensity of these challenges, you may not realize that each one is preparing you for something much greater. God is molding you to serve others, to lead with wisdom and love, and to change the world. Forged in the furnace of change, you will emerge from the test with an unbreakable foundation and the knowledge that nothing can bring you down. But if you fail this test, the refining fire will never materialize. You will continue to follow the same routines, and you will never be able to overcome the obstacles that block your progress. Your character will not be tested, which will make you susceptible to life's obstacles without the fortitude to face them. Learning to fully believe in God's plan is one of the most difficult but rewarding parts of God's test. It will force you to trust in God's superior wisdom and to give up your own will, to give up trying to control every part of your life. It teaches you to let go and allow the divine to guide you on the path designed for you. It is difficult to submit, especially when life seems uncertain or chaotic. There may be times when fear tries to overtake you and the path ahead seems uncertain. But it is under these circumstances that true faith emerges. Believing that everything is happening for a purpose and that you are being guided towards your ultimate good means trusting in the will of God without knowing everything. If you learn to trust, you can realize the greatest potential of your life. With the burden of uncertainty and fear lifted, you will move forward with confidence and peace. God will be with you at every turn, and the blessings that await you will begin to unfold in surprising ways. If you don't trust God and go against His purpose, you will always struggle with the flow of life. You will be stuck in a cycle of uncertainty and frustration because of your unwillingness. Without trust, you will never find the deep peace and clarity that comes from surrendering yourself to the divine. When you pass God's test, you will discover a spiritual power you were not aware of. As you face the challenges ahead, you will find untapped sources of strength, courage, and endurance. As you trust in your faith, these qualities will emerge within you, guiding you through the most difficult times and enabling you to overcome each obstacle with greater strength. The weight of the test may make you feel weak or overwhelmed at first, but as you persevere, you will discover that your spirit is much stronger than you thought. You will tap into a reservoir of inner strength that will enable you to overcome challenges, repair injuries, and transcend self-limiting ideas. As a result of this newfound power, your whole life will change and take you through the test and beyond. Your newfound supernatural power is intended to help not only yourself, but others as well. By using this spiritual power, you can help others discover their own power and purpose. By setting an example and encouraging others to reach their full potential, you will become a beacon of hope. But if you fail the test, you will not access this inner strength, and you will remain spiritually weak. You will remain stagnant, trapped in cycles of fear and doubt, and you will never truly know the depth of your inner strength unless the divine test forces you to transcend your limitations. If you pass God's test, you will have access to timeless heavenly understanding. Deeper truths about the universe that you did not know before will begin to become clear to you. These discoveries will come as a direct result of divine guidance, as well as the awakening of your own soul. By drawing on ancient wisdom, you will gain clarity in your life and be able to support others on their journey. Through this learning, you will be able to perceive life more broadly and see how everything is interrelated. You will begin to recognize patterns in your life that you previously thought were random, and you will be able to use the knowledge you gain to help others. This knowledge, which comes from alignment with divine purpose, is highly spiritual and goes beyond simple logical understanding. As you move through life with this newfound understanding, you will discover that your choices and actions become more conscious. Because you will be guided by divine insight, you will always know the right path to follow, the appropriate words to use, and the appropriate actions to take. But failing the test means continuing to be ignorant of this insight. You will not have access to the deep knowledge that can change your life and the lives of everyone around you, so you will continue to look in the wrong places for solutions. Learning to overcome the bonds of fear and limitation is one of the most effective ways to pass God's test. Fear will try to prevent you from reaching your full potential at every turn. But with God's help and the fortitude you gain from the test, you will learn to overcome these anxieties and cast aside the doubts that have imprisoned you for so long. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to face your worst worries. When you face them, you will discover that they were never as powerful as you believed. You will begin to realize that fear is an illusion created to keep you small. Knowing that nothing can stop you when you trust in God will give you a greater sense of freedom with each victory over fear. With this freedom, you will be able to realize your greatness. You will no longer be afraid to pursue your passions, to live authentically, and to take the risks that will help you reach your full potential. Your judgments and actions will no longer be dictated by fear. Instead, you will overcome fear and boldly pursue your goals. If you fail the test, fear will continue to rule your life. You will never overcome the obstacles that stand in the way of realizing your full potential, because you will continue to be caught in a vicious cycle of reluctance and self-doubt. The same anxieties that can be destroyed by divine power will control your life. Reconnecting with your higher self is one of the best benefits of passing God's test. The layers of uncertainty, anxiety, and confusion that have been holding you back from discovering your true self will be removed by this test. As you overcome each obstacle, you will establish a stronger connection with your divine side that will lead you to enlightenment and spiritual bliss. Reaching your full potential and purpose requires reconnecting with your higher self. Your inner compass will always point in the direction of truth, and you will better understand the purpose of your soul. Through this connection, you will be able to act in accordance with your divine nature, navigate life with confidence, and make clear choices. This connection is accompanied by a deep sense of serenity. You will realize that you are traveling in harmony with the divine flow of the universe, and you will no longer feel lost or disconnected. The love, insight, and direction emanating from your higher self will be reflected in your life. But failing the test means that you will continue to disconnect from your higher self. Without the clarity and divine guidance that comes from this connection, without the certainty of your course and the peace that comes from understanding your true purpose, you will continue to stumble through life. To pass God's test, it is not enough to receive gifts. You must also use them to help others. Every blessing must be used for the benefit of society as a whole. Your intelligence, your love, or your special talents are divine gifts that must be shared. When you pass the test and commit to helping others on their path, you will discover that your life takes on a new significance. When you use your talents for service, you integrate yourself into the divine flow of the universe. You will discover that the more you give, the more you receive, as serving others initiates a global circle of love and light. This act of service will bring happiness, contentment, and peace to your life and the lives of others. However, failing the exam means that you cannot serve. Unless you have the divine abilities that are supposed to empower you, you will not be able to fully experience the deep satisfaction that comes from giving yourself to others. Instead, you are forced to seek purpose in worldly endeavors. You may not even be aware of the wounds you carry, but God's test has the ability to heal them. Every obstacle you face will force you to address your past, including unresolved grief, old traumas, and limiting beliefs that block your progress. You cannot truly accept the rewards that lie ahead of you without letting go of the past, which is why this healing process is so important for your development. With God's help, you will begin to let go of the emotional baggage that has been weighing you down for so long. In addition to forgiving others who have wronged you, you will also forgive yourself. With this release from the past, you will be able to move on with an open and healed heart, ready to accept divine blessings. But if you fail the test, you will remain stuck in the past. Your life will continue to be shaped by unhealed wounds, holding you back from realizing your full potential. You will not receive the divine healing you deserve, and you will continue to carry the wounds of your past. When you successfully complete God's test, the capacity to perform miracles in your life is unlocked. Your ideas, desires, and faith will be able to create reality because of the divine blessings you have received. As you co-create with the divine, you will begin to see that you are not constrained by your circumstances and that anything is possible when you align yourself with God's will. As you learn to use this ability, you will see miracles happening before your very eyes. The impossible will become achievable, your wishes will come true, and your prayers will be heard. It is more important to use your extraordinary gift to benefit the planet, to spread healing and light, than to use it for selfish purposes. If the test is not passed, this ability will be taken away from you. You will not be able to create the benefits that could be yours because you will be stuck in the limitations of your current reality. You will not be able to fully utilize the miracles that are ready to happen without spiritual training. Passing God's test will increase your capacity for gratitude, one of the most transformative energies in the universe. As you acknowledge the benefits in your life, no matter how small, your heart will open to even greater richness. Gratitude changes your perspective and allows you to see the divine hand at work in every aspect of your life. It reminds you that despite the difficulties, there is always a reason to be thankful. By adopting this grateful mindset, you will attract additional gifts into your life and start a positive and abundant cycle. However, this transformative potential is lost if the test fails. If you are not grateful, you will continue to focus on your shortcomings and not see the gifts around you. You will find it difficult to enjoy the here and now, and your life will seem empty. In summary, passing God's test is a process of change, growth, and alignment with your divine calling. It requires perseverance, trust, and a readiness to submit to God's plan. Eternal youth, heavenly riches, unconditional love, prophetic gifts, and direct communication with God are just some of the profound benefits. These abilities are given not just for personal benefit, but for the greater good, enabling you to help others and fulfill your soul's purpose. But if you fail the test, you will lose these benefits and be distracted from the flow of divine riches and your true mission. You have to make a choice. Will you accept the divine test and rise to the occasion, or will you continue to live in fear and confinement? The path to change is not simple, but it is worth it. Believe in God, learn to give thanks, and be ready for adventure. Will you heed the divine invitation to embrace your greatness? If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Tell someone you think needs to hear it. Subscribe to this channel and enable alerts so you don't miss more divine messages. Let's continue to share hope, love, and divine guidance together. See you in the next video. Thank you.